right, let's start with your name.
My name is Matt Haddad. I'm 18 years old.
And can you just tell us why we're here today?
So we're here today because I'm trying to basically make a video explaining what it's like to have OCD. And hopefully my story will benefit others and people will be able to learn about it.
Well, thank you for having us here. So can you tell me a little bit about your OCD?
So it started in 7th grade. It was basically started with like an obsession with organization, and then it escalated into an obsession with cleanliness, where I was washing my hands like 5 times a day. Then it escalated to 10 times a day. Now it's just a whole assortment of different rituals that I have to complete.
And when did you say this all started?
7th grade.
So in today's society, you know, you always kind of hear kids say like, "Oh, I have OCD," whenever they need to straighten something out. But what is OCD on a disorder level?
Well, the medical definition of OCD is an anxiety disorder characterized by repetitive, unwanted thoughts. And you're right, you do hear people talk about that a lot, like having to clean the room, but it's not that. It's constant. It's overwhelming. It's anxiety-inducing. It's no fun.
So obviously, you know, the big part of OCD is the rituals.
Yep.
And in your letter to the directors, you mentioned a couple of yours, and so we just want to get a little test run. One of the big things for you, you said, was organization.
Yeah.
So if I were to do, you know, something like this, you know, how do you go about, you know, dealing with that now?
All right. Well, that would really get my OCD going, because I mean, first I want to organize them by size, and then I have to organize by color, but these ones are different colors, and I have to match them up accordingly. But now this one is too close to that, and it's just really minute details. Now it's off-centered, and I have to get everything just right, or just all sorts of anxiety comes flooding in. Yeah, that looks good. Well, actually, I have to. All right, now that looks good.
And that's every time you see that's every time, and it's a constant. It's like an automatic switch.
Yep, every time.
So Matt, do you want to tell us a little something, you know, what we're doing in here?
Well, like I said, I got a big thing with germs, and those coins, as you probably know, have tons and tons of germs on them. So I have to clean over and over again until I feel that my hands are clean. And now a normal person might say, "Oh yeah, those hands are clean," but nope, they are not. I have to get behind the hands, in between the fingers, under the fingernails.
So now, what happens when you wake up in the morning and you might feel that they're dirty? Does that interfere with, you know, the start of your day, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have to wake up hours earlier because I get in the shower, and then even with drying my hair, I feel it's not dry enough. I have to go over it again with a towel, or even I'll take my sister's hair dryer. She doesn't like that very much. No. Yeah, over and over again. No. As you can tell, I go through a lot of soap every day.
So obviously, you know, living with OCD is very difficult, but you don't necessarily have to live with it. And, you know, what is, you know, you said you've been to, you know, therapy recently, and what have they recommended for you?
Well, they recommended that I put myself in these anxiety-inducing situations and try to react as little as possible. Whether it be not wash my hands after a potentially germy
So if I were to take your coins per se,
Yeah.
and maybe just kind of, mix them around a little bit. How does that make you feel? We know how it makes you feel, but how do you deal with these things as they come along?
Well, my first instinct is to redo it all over again, but it's part of the treatment program. Just have to tone it back a little bit, so I guess I'll just do it like that instead of stacking them and organizing them by color.
And now what about the hands? I'm sure the reminders aren't helping.
Right.
But you're clearly uncomfortable. And so what is kind of the end all treatment? What is something that, like, if you can't overcome this, where do you turn from here?
Well, there's also a surgery option, but I think that's a little extreme for my case. I mean, I've dealt with it this many years, and I think I can go on dealing with it. But I'm really trying to just make by with this lessening in my rituals.
All right, Matt. Well, thank you for meeting with us today, and best luck to you in the future.
Thank you.